shoes, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt.
Today's live stream is brought to us by Van and Travels, a great channel. This is our, what we like to call our Nomad Mama. Love her to death. Check her channel out. You'll love it. We know you will.
Hey everybody, Roy will be in shortly. He said he's unhooking our solar. I'll let him get into the details on what's going on with that, because I'm not good at explaining that stuff. So howdy. It is a big whopping 41 degrees here. Our high today I think is 51, but it's cloudy. So that's what's going on in here. It's cold. I stuck my nose out. It's cold. I don't like it. Hey, good morning, Lee. Traveling on Adventures, first member up in here. Mountain Natty Living Free Zip Colas. Howdy, guys, another member. Desert Adventures in Arizona. Hey, Stephen Oki, another member. Driving. Cool. And Miss Shelly, happy Wednesday. I can't even talk. Hello, Gia. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. Catherine and Cook Homer, another member. Howdy. But yeah, it's chilly today. Let's just put it this way. I stuck my nose out for a little bit with the dog. Don't like it. But yes, it is Wednesday. I fed the cat, but I don't know where he went. I don't know if I should be worried. Usually, I'm his toy. He has a thing with my feet here lately. Oh well, he'll be back when he's ready. So, what's going on in everybody else's neighborhood today? I am slowly finishing up putting my suitcase together. Yeah, Roy said the wind's supposed to start picking up, or is supposed to be picking up about right now. So, I mean, it's that time of year. Winter seems to bring in all the wind in Quartzsite. Oh, excuse me. Thought I heard a meow. Yep. I leave Monday. And it's a good thing I got on the site and looked, because my original takeoff was supposed to be, I don't get it, 12:56. I don't know why. But I got on there to look at my flight agenda again, and they moved it up to 12:46. Wasted trip to the doctor, you and Yuma yesterday. He won't do nothing? Or are they wanting you to go all the way back to California where you had it done, where she had it done? Just a money grab. Shoot. I don't understand. Me and we and I can't talk today. I haven't had my coffee either. So, but the way they do medical, like where I'm at right now, in Indiana, and that is totally different than the way they treat people out there. Like the hospital here, because our daughter used to get the nosebleeds like Roy's. They packed her nose once, right off the bat. They didn't make her sit 3 to 4 hours there. They just let them. Okay, let's put this little nose clip there and see how it goes. So I don't get it, but you'd think they would have been setting up appointment to get the tube out. Hey, GGM. Yeah, it was only 41 here when I looked. It ain't, and not really sunny here. We got clouds, so yay me. Hopefully it don't get too much colder before I leave, because I can't really stand to go outside. But yeah, I don't money grab. Probably just looked at you and told you what you want me to do about it. We had a doctor here that used to do that all the time. He'd ask you what's wrong with it. You'd tell him the symptoms. Well, what's wrong with you? I told you the symptoms. You're the doctor. That's what you're supposed to figure out. Yeah, I don't know. Don't get me going on that. But yeah, so I got, I'm going to plug my laptop in one more time to do any updates before I take off. Hey, Bucks Van D, another member. I will be back Monday, D. I thought they did the stones. That's the whole idea of going through the back. Now I'm confused. Hey, Rob on the road, but I mean, they're not new. I'm confused a lot of times. Yeah, I thought they already broke up the big stone. And that's why they put the tube in the back, plus to get the infection draining. See, that's why I had to have the tube in my back, because they went through my kidney to break the stone up. Hence the tube in the back. Plus, it would get all the gravel out, so I wouldn't have to worry about it getting stuck. Boy, I don't know. You might have to get a little pushy there, Terry and Earl. Okay, yeah, I thought they had already blasted that stone that's too big. I don't know. See, I already knew I had the very big stone, but I didn't have the problems Terry had. So that might be a different gameplay there. But when he told me I would never pass that stone, the one urologist sent me to the one up in Elkhart, and that was my he was the clinic where they did it at, and then he went over everything with me, told me how he was going to go through my back. Oh, now your work starts, Hundy. It never ends. I know. But and then that's when the game plan went in. I would go in. We had to be there at the early in the morning. Got there, got prepped for the surgery. And he come in, blah, 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 going over everything again with me. The doctor I had was really awesome. And then went in and they blasted it. And I still had the tube in. She could have had more than one stone tube floating. So after the blast, I stayed overnight, and then they did a CT X-ray. I don't remember what it was, and it showed that there were still fragments in my urine. So they sent me home with the bag. And then, like I said, the doctor had a little clinic, did the X-ray right there, and then a week after having the tube in, and then boom, it was gone. So that sucks. But yeah. Yeah, you would have thought to help prevent it. I don't know. Hey, Ivan K. I would not be very happy. So that oh, I got a message. I mean, it's just weird. Yeah, you can still pee going green, Mom, because your other kidney's still draining like it's supposed to. It's just the one that has the stone in could be seriously still inflamed from the stones, and then like Earl said, that other stone's way too big to even try to pass. I know when they tried to break it up the first time, the one regular doctor thought he could get it out, but the stone ended up breaking 2 or 3 of their little lasers. We have a battery smoking going green, Mom. So he had to unhook from the solar and hook directly into the generator for right now. Yep. I figured no, not the new ones. We haven't. The breaker is supposed to be there Friday. Roy got on the phone with the lady again, and the lady had sent it to the same address that we had a problem with the first time. So all in all, hopefully it comes back in and comes in this time so we can get off of that. That ain't what I wanted. I wanted to track. There we go. Yeah. Problem is I can't see what address you used on it, but it says Friday. So we'll see. Hey, SB Kathy. Howdy, howdy, lady. How's it going? Now, the new batteries are not hooked up. We are waiting for this breaker. Yeah, that one, well, the lady, when she told Roy she was mailing him out another one, we didn't think anything of it. And I said, she didn't give you a tracking number, and she didn't. So Roy called yesterday to see if he could get a tracking number to see where this breaker is. We need it. And she's like, I sent it to your email. Well, no, there was no other email with tracking. So he had her on the phone, and he goes, well, she goes, I'll send another one. I'll do priority. Okay, well, she gives us this tracking number, and I'm making sure it was a legit tracking number. I ain't no fool. Making sure, that we're going to, knock on wood, get this thing. But it is in Phoenix right now. And let's see, it hasn't left one distribution center as of yet. And my knees are killing me today. So knock on wood, she read the address back over to us on the phone. So yeah, I think I would try to get into 1,000 Trails till you get all this stuff sorted. No sense of going back and forth. That's an hour just one way. So she read the address back over to us. So I'm hoping it gets there. I'm hoping it shows up Thursday, and then our guys can put it in the mailing system thing like they're supposed to. So I don't know. But yep, he was on the phone with them on that, and then the batteries are down where they're supposed to be. We just got to get everything set up in there like he wants. And then, like I said, the carpet's got to come out from under the dinette for the bigger inverter. So I don't know, GGM. I don't know anything else about that. Because we need that breaker or the fuse system as a safety. So, and like I said, I don't know enough about solar to say, yeah, we can or can't. That's Roy's area, not mine. I'll get myself in trouble. And I get in enough trouble. I don't need no help. But, so yeah. Hey, Naj, another member. How's it going? So it's just been. I ordered this part for Roy well before I left, so it had to be January 3rd. Hey, American Wonder, how's it going? It's cold again there. Yeah, it ain't very warm here either. I got a big whopping 41 degrees. So, fingers crossed it gets to us this time and maybe gets there by Friday. So, but we need another. We're going to order. We need technically 2 breakers. This is to get us up and going on the new batteries. The other breaker will be to get us going as a backup for the other bigger inverter, say for during the summer when we need to run everything. Yeah, I think this is more like for safety, the breaker. From the way I understand it, it's for safety reasons. You know, at least if I start smelling something again and I look and like say batteries are smoking, I can shut the whole system down. One flip. I'm not too happy about messing around with fuses. I don't like messing. I don't even like messing with fuses in the car. I mean, or the house at the house, the breaker box. But yeah, so we'll see. Fingers crossed. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. It'll come in. I think she's got it right this time. So, but yeah, nothing else really exciting going on. My brother is feeling better. I cooked some. They're chuck patties, hamburger patties, same thing. Made that last night and some fried potatoes, and he ate a small patty and he ate some potatoes. Yeah, true, true. Gonna trip it, hopefully. Otherwise, you'll be seeing me looking for somebody to help me figure out what I'm supposed to be doing next. I mean, I'm not dumb when it comes to stuff. I just don't feel comfortable messing with something like that. And, I'm about triple the price, Nettie. The price what they want for that breaker versus what we pay is about triple the price. Roy's already went to town looking. Same way with the what is it? The fuse and the switch. Same thing. It's like triple the price. So yeah, I don't. We'll get it figured out. But it's been a headache. I sent one little breaker. Everything else is there. Like I said, we'll get the other breaker because we're gonna have. There's gonna be 2 inverters. The bigger one is probably what we'll run on, from what I understand, in the summer, because it should be able to handle the ACs. The smaller one is what Mel and Nettie had gifted us. That runs everything that we need right now, but during the summertime, we need a little more power. Is the way I'm under. I probably worded that all wrong, but we could probably get away with, if the breaker come in right now, he could get away with putting the Magnum inverter on this system, and we could go. The backup system, as he called it, I think, is what we're probably going to use during the summer. That one we could get the other breaker later. So I mean, it's just been one thing after the other. You know that saying my mom always just say, when it rains it pours. Yeah, we're used to it by now. That never goes as planned. So, but he's see this there. I see a head. Oop, no, I don't. Oh yeah, Roy, did you take your medicine? If you're listening, take your medicine. I forgot to ask him. He got on here to talk to me and poof, gone. So I mean, Yep. Remind him to take his pills. Hopefully he heard us. But we're used to setbacks. It just seems to be our way of life. You get something set and planned, and then bam, Mother Nature, for instance, like, nope, that ain't happening. It's just the way we've had it. Yeah. And he probably had oatmeal, Kathy. Well, our whole life, if we would rely on good luck, it wouldn't exist very often. It's just been the way it's been. We're have a good time, everything goes right, and then once it starts going, it's like bam, 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 bam. In 1 year, we lost my fridge, our stove, and the washing machine, all within like a couple months of each other. He's down here. Nope, he's gone again. I think it's too bright in there, but yeah. Cactus garden. I thought, yeah, there's more than one down there, isn't there? But yeah, I couldn't believe that. In one time, the fridge went, stove went, and then the washer. I was done. I was so aggravated. I don't know what he's doing now, but yeah. Didn't know whether to ball or kick the stuff. Yep, that's us. If we didn't have bad luck, we wouldn't have any luck at all. That's just the way it rolls for us. It's been that way since we've been married. Even before, technically. But sooner or later it all works out. That's the main thing. We just keep plugging through it. All right, Dee, thanks for stopping by. I think it looks like he almost trying. I don't know if he's got. Did you take your meds? He's nodding his head. He's trying to get the lighting set up back in there. But yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. Hey, Sea Devil Adventures, you just gotta roll with it. How was it? My mom used to say, if she didn't laugh at herself every now and then, she'd bawl. And if my mom cried, you knew you were in trouble. So we didn't want to make Mama cry. So, but yeah, just gotta go with it. He's up, he's down. He's up, he's down. I think the ants in his pants are back. But yeah, we'll get it. One way or another, we'll get it. You look better now. Other than the white beard on your face. There he is.
Wake up.
Not much. You can explain what went down better than I can.
With the batteries?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we about had a barbecue. I just sat down to get on the live, and then I smelled sulfur. Opened up the door, and smoke started coming out.
See, he knows now not to just look in the bathroom now. He knows it's that cabinet.
Go. Moves up there. So I ran out and unhooked all the solar, turned everything off. It ain't doing it now. Go, Moose, up there.
The cross stitch is in Arizona right now, Kathy. I came back to Indiana because our oldest daughter had her last baby early. I am fixing to come back to AZ Monday. I fly out Monday, and I've gotten quite a bit of it done. I had to give it up for a little bit again because my hands were drawing up, but I'm slowly puttering on it. So, but yeah, he says, I'll be right back. And then he come back and he goes, I'll be on as soon as I can. I gotta shut the solar off to the batteries. All right. Hey, Mystic Bunny.
I opened all the windows out, up, got all the smoke out. It was that was worse than the other one. It was getting ready to go up in flames. If I wouldn't have been here, honey would be catching on fire.
Yeah.
Um, so hopefully Thursday we have that breaker.
Well, it says delivery Friday, but it could come in early.
Well,
It
I
hasn't
could
up.
put 3 of them lithium batteries in place.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, man, them things smell horrible.
Told you.
Uh, so yeah, now we have no battery power yet, but it ain't no big deal. We've had less before, but it's all about to improve. As soon as that breaker gets here,
Yeah. Nettie was asking about the prices in town were like what, 3 times what we paid?
5 and 10 times more. They went and bought a cable, an extension cable, and it was what they priced it on Amazon, and I think it was 10 times higher than what it was. Of course, that rush is over now, so prices might be returning to normal.
It might.
Yeah, these are there's. I had 2 left in there, 2 lead acids, and one of them went bad. So yeah, the old ones. The new ones are just sitting right over there waiting to be hooked up. I could pull these out and put them in there and run off 80% if I wanted to, because we don't use a lot of power. I might do that by the end of the day. I'm not sure. Um,
Yeah, but you gotta switch something over for it to work the batteries, right? The take it off the lead acid and send it to the switch it to the lithium. There you go.
well, I could hook all 4 of them other batteries up and put my two 12-volt plugs on them and use them if I had to.
Yeah.
Their batteries are at the end of their life, Ivan. I've stretched it too far with them.
And we were waiting. Like I said, this excuse me, breaker should have been here by now.
Yeah.
I explained to them that you called her, and she verified PO Box 30 what 2 or 3 times. So,
Yeah.
and I can't see the address. That's what I don't like. It just tells me it left. So hopefully it'll be on its way soon. It's still in Phoenix as of right now. I didn't think it would take 2 to 3 days to get to Phoenix, or from Phoenix to Quartzsite. So we'll see.
So yeah, interesting way to start the day. But the highlight of the day is going to be Ron Darrell Adventures. He's on his way
I
here.
forgot. Yep.
He'll be
I
here in
won't
about
get
an
to
hour
see him.
to visit. Then it give me time to cool off and come up with a game plan. Because for the power that we need, all I got to do is hook those 4 batteries up, run the Ampy-Cool. We're only running one Ampy-Cool right now. That's
Yeah.
it. I could run off that. You know, we do have the lithium charger.
We got everything but the breaker right now.
Yeah. So this might turn into where I'm just going to start moving everything over. By the time I get it all set up, breaker should be here. Should be.
Should be. That's the key word. Should be.
I mean, we're running right now. We're running on that inverter with no breaker. I mean, I could move this 2000 over there and run it with no breaker because there's no danger. The only danger that we have right now are the batteries are old. That's the only danger. None of the wires get hot, nothing. So it should have a breaker on it. I do have a kill switch in there for everything, but
yeah, which I know how to flip. So
yeah, we didn't run a breaker on that or fuses. And like I said, nothing's getting warm or hot. But I mean, I could just move that over there and run on that and then put the breaker in when it gets here.
Yeah.
And my apologies to you, Nettie. I woke up this morning, opened my eyes, and the first thing I thought of was, "Hey, dummy, you forgot to link up." So I linked up first thing this morning. Normally, I do that on when I set the Monday live up because I got the laptop. Because the laptop gets put up on Friday, and usually doesn't get opened back up until Sunday night or Monday. Well,
yeah. Depends on if I got work to do on it too. Yeah, Ivan said you could do it that way for a few days. It wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, we've made it on these lead acids 4 years on with no breaker. Never had an issue.
No, Troy. I said that, but it put as voice to text to you. Are you sure your glasses aren't on top of your head like Roy does every now and then, Troy?
I went through that this morning too. I forgot where I put them.
He'll be looking at me. I can't find my glasses. Well, what? What's so funny? Did you try your head?
Yes, Mel, that is the main reason. Plus, I love that Magnum. That Magnum is actually, yes, we got the 5,000 inverter, but this Magnum is a Cadillac compared to that 5,000 watt inverter. This Magnum's only a 2,000 watt, but this Magnum does everything but wipe your butt. I mean, you can change the settings to lithium charging, your lithium batteries. And you can when you switch it over to lithium, you can take the charging amps all the way up to 100 amp on it. Anywhere from I think it's 10 to 100 amps. Right now I got it set for 20 for the lead acids, but that's cool because price 100 amp lithium battery charger.
Traveling, and remember, blah, blah. It is time for the support ad. So finish what you're saying.
And yeah, we got a little 20 amp charger, but I also got that Magnum, and that's the reason that Magnum's going in there. Plus, we're not going to use 5,000 watts all the time, so we're going to live off the Magnum like we have been, and then if we do need more power, all I got to do is flip a switch, and we're on the
summer. We might need the bigger inverter. You said.
Yeah, the Magnum's a high end.
The Magnum's the main.
Yeah, that Magnum ain't going anywhere. That's my baby in there. I try to do everything I can to take care of that thing because it like I said, it does everything but wipe your butt.
All right, I'm going to do the commercial here real quick.
Order in the battery break. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Ivan. I don't have everything in front of me to really know. I put it together as we go along. But to know right off the top of my head, I'm not a good person for that.
All right, I'm going to run the support ad, everybody. We'll be right back.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Slow down, mama. Why you talk so mean? Good Lord, man, shit. It ain't what it seems. Got nice clothes and late night shows. Boogie down at the bar. Fiddle tunes and homemade blues, but it always goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack, take off now and don't look back, but hey, don't you wanna play? Hold on, sugar, why you look so...
Yeah, that now don't get me wrong, that 5,000 watt inverter is nice. I'm sure it's going to do everything we need. The only bad part about it, I don't like, it doesn't charge, and I can't wire directly into it for the outlets like I can this 2000. It's just strictly an inverter. You hook it to your batteries and you plug extension cords in it. So that's another reason to keep that 2000 around. And like I said, when we're not using anything above 2,000 watts, we don't need to be running that 5,000. But it'll be there for
summertime.
But yeah, summertime if we need more for another window unit or something for the solar, it's there.
Hey, Stepman Dan and the real Robert Rockwell. How's it going, guys?
Howdy, howdy, howdy. But, I mean, I could take the 2 batteries out. There's room for 3 in there. I could put 3 of the lithiums in that closet in a matter of 10 minutes and be back up and running. I may do that today because the more I think about it, when I move the inverter over there, I think I'm going to have to cut a hole in the side of Honey and get one of those wire covers.
We have one.
We don't have one big enough. That's a smaller one.
Okay.
And figure out what we're going to do with that wire yet.
Yeah, because the other one is either under the, it's under the bed. We bought an extra where like your main power, shore power plug runs through. We have one of those, but it's under the bed. I got tired of moving it, so I threw it under the bed.
I seen the custom setting on that, Mel, but I also remember seeing a lithium setting on it too.
See,
Yeah, see, they're showing fully charged over there, and
this is why I figured I'd let you explain what was going down.
yeah, that's what we're going to do. Basically the same thing, Ivan. So we'll really have access to like 7,000 watts of power, but we're not going to use 7,000 watts of power. We'll probably hardly even use what's in that 5,000.
Yeah.
We don't really use. I mean, I've maxed the 2,000 out before with running the air conditioner and. Well, you have cooking.
Cooking.
Learn its limits.
Yeah. I was trying to do what was I trying to do? The induction burner and
2 induction burners.
yeah, I can't do both.
And you did try that with the toaster oven.
Yeah.
Tried one with the toaster oven.
Yeah.
You could do both induction burners if you had them on low or medium. I don't remember.
Yeah. So.
Don't go in the float chart. Well, that Magnum should take care of that. Where I really shouldn't. I mean, yeah, I'm going to watch it, but I mean, pay that close of attention to it. That lithium setting on that. See, I can't. I got the remote loose, but I can't run the wire over here to show you guys. But yeah, when we first got that remote hooked up and I was playing around with it.
Oh God, it drove me nuts.
I found the charger in it, the charger settings, and I upped it a little. Well, actually, when we first hooked this thing up, it was charging our lead acid batteries in like 30 minutes, 20 minutes to 30 minutes, fully charged. Generator race up. Well, it was set for like 60 amps, I think it was 60 amps, 70 amps, something like that. And then I learned, hey, lead acid, RV marine batteries, they really should be trickle charging, 10 to 20 amps, no more than 20 amps. So I moved it down to 20 amps. But that night when I learned I could do that, I'd bring it up and I was racing the generator up from inside in the rig.
Yeah. Didn't you call Mel and Nettie to let them listen to it?
I don't remember.
Yes, they were on the phone. Watch, listen.
I don't remember if it was them.
Yes, you had them on the phone.
And so as I was playing around with that is when I discovered the lithium settings. Hey, this is going to work great with lithium batteries. I don't think so.
What?
The solar controller doesn't go into float mode. Well, it should. See, I always thought they'd shut off when your batteries didn't need it anymore. It wouldn't send it anymore.
Oh, look at me.
Now the inverter is still set for lead acid batteries. I could take it up to 80% with the solar, I could get in there and change the perimeters though on the EP Evers. I could do that. I just haven't looked it up yet. But I mean, in reality, by not changing the perimeters, I could let the solar take it up to 80%, then turn the inverter on the generator and top off that last 20%. And with 100 amps, that last 20%, it's only going to be a few minutes.
I don't know. That all sounds like it's all above my head and my knowledge right now.
Birds have low voltage shutdown. Yeah. Yeah, that one does. I forget what it said at. I love this Magnum. It's going to be hard to convince me to switch over to something else because I've seen what this Magnum can do.
I like the idea of what they call piggybacking them.
Yeah. I tried to blow the Rick up. I'm well on my way this morning.
Yeah.
Xantrex inverter. Is that what that 5,000 one? I don't think it's got a charger on it.
Yeah, I don't think
That's the
so.
5,000 one. It might. It might, but I don't.
What'd you do with the paperwork for it?
I don't know. Probably in the box or
Jeez.
over there by it. Yeah.
Ooh. Something that important, you should know where it is, mister.
Mine is set at 11 volts. What is this one at?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I know it's lower than 11. It might be a 10.
He'll tell me to go in the cabinet and look, and I'm so afraid of going in there.
We were at December 20th. 2020, 4 years old, and you guys had them about a year. They're at their end of their life for sure. They are definitely now though. I hear them Chinch batteries are really good too. Hey, Lucretia, howdy.
Hey,
The air quality is improving in here. That was a very serious issue. It's really nothing to laugh at, but at least we can. There's no more smoke. Everything's unhooked, so we're good to go.
but he's learned a hard lesson because when I tell him I smell rotten eggs now, he knows there's something wrong.
Hey, a rotten egg smell from a battery and a black tank smells exactly the same for you folks that don't know that. Because every time our black tank fills up, we smell that. And it was the black tank. We go empty the black tank, smell go away. Well, batteries that are boiling off and black tank have the exact same smell.
I kept telling him that day something was bad. Oh, it's just a black.
No, and they got a place of their own now. They got an actual, I think, a Sticks and Bricks or an apartment or something. So I dropped a board I got to pick up. I can't wait to tear this cabinet out.
Yeah, they gave us the batteries in 2020, Roy.
Yeah, so, and this is 2024. 4 years, and then they had them almost a year, so they were manufactured. They're 5 years old.
They did good. They did is really great. I'm glad they gave us the
Battery
batteries.
fire just to cover for getting his meds. And the bad part about that, when it was going on, I hadn't took my meds yet. I happened to hear you guys mention it on the live stream, so I turned around and took my medicine real fast.
Never
Hey,
a dull
American
moment.
Wonder. And with that remote, I can monitor the voltage on the batteries to know where they're at.
Yeah.
Till we get a shot. Oh, it's setback after setback after setback, but we make them through. We make it through them.
As I said, it's just it's just a bump in the road, no biggie.
Yeah, it's everything but one thing's here. That's the whole thing.
I'll give it a little bit, and then I'll check the update, because they don't update everything until the end of the day, so it could actually be in quartzite by now, for all I know.
No, I don't have a shunt yet. The controller on the now there's a solar controller in here. It's not the EPEVR. That's another one that Melnetti gifted us. That one has a built-in shunt, from the way I'm understanding it, because it shows you each individual battery where they're at, percentage-wise, voltage-wise. That one will not do lithium unless maybe I change the perimeters on it too. I'm not sure.
Can you? You don't even know if you can.
Yeah, that is it. Oh, good point. Good point, Nettie. That is a good point. Yeah, that too, Megan. When I was playing Dukes of Hazzard with Bobby,
Yeah.
we have 1640 amp hours lithium battery with the bus. One day, one day, we're gonna be able to run air conditioner through it tonight on batteries. One day, definitely gonna take a bigger rig though, because we're not gonna be able to get that many batteries in this.
Not enough room in that one. Not enough room.
That's what I mean. This is, you guys heard me why we set in quartzite. I did this summer because of luck. We have been pushing our luck for the last 4 years out here. Well, the last couple years, not the last 4 years. When our emergency run ran out 2 years ago. One of these days, that luck's going to run out. This was another lucky day that happened to be here. It happened on the other battery. When we
I was there, and I just
first started this project.
Yeah.
It's you call it luck, but it's you just got to be careful. It's I've pushed the issue too far with these batteries. That's my fault. It ain't going to happen again.
Guardian angels are watching us. It's my mom. I know she's watching us. She knew how much me and Roy loved to run and explore, didn't she, Roy?
Yeah.
It's my mom. She's watching us.
I'm glad for it. That could have. I could have slept in, and then it could have erupted in flames. But no, I didn't. Yeah, everything, and especially in here, it don't take long. These things are like paper when they go up.
Yeah.
And as soon as I seen that smoke, I was like, I gotta go. I gotta turn the solar off, and so I turned all the solar off, and it quit smoking. Right, and I got the generator running, but with that remote, I'm able to turn the charger off on it, so no juice is going to the batteries right now whatsoever. As a matter of fact, the EPEVR's got a red light on it, and it is showing 11 volt in there. Or wait, is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's showing 11 volt on the solar. Man, you open it up, you smell that sulfur. I can't wait. I can't wait to get this in there. I mean, we've waited this long because of Get Wired USA, but some of it's their fault, some of it's the post office fault, and they took half the blame. They Get Wired USA did, but it's still not in hand yet, so we'll see.
Well, and like Roy told her, he goes, when I called you on the phone last time, I told you the address to use. And she read off the same address as the other one. And she goes, that is my fault. She said, you told me that. She remembered the conversation.
COD, CO, the CO detector is right there, and the smoke alarm is over there. But to be honest with you, I don't think there's any batteries in the smoke alarm because when Becky cooks, it goes off every time.
Yeah, I smoked stuff.
And she don't really have to burn anything.
And it ain't burning. It's just the way.
Do they make a smoke detector that does not go off when somebody cooks? If we were in a bigger rig, it probably wouldn't happen. But we're in a smaller rig, and it's like
Heat, sometimes just the heat sets it off too.
15 feet from the stove.
Yeah.
Yeah, properly installed solar. Now, this solar by any means is not professionally installed. I did it. Some of it, some friends helped me with it over time, but it's safe. It's got the wires that it needs. I'd feel a wire getting hot, we'd swap it out to a bigger wire. That took care of all that. But we've been running on this system for 4 years now, and the only issues we ever had starting out was starting off with too small a wire, and I learned to put bigger wire, and that took care of everything. That's what I mean. The system, the way it is now, is safe. It's just the batteries aren't right now.
They're old. They were well used though, so.
Oh, I remember that day, Lucretia. Yep. Well, except I had the opposite today. I had a battery meltdown, not a solar controller. Our smoke detector goes off too, and it's in the bathroom.
My cousin.
Had I knew that, Megan, at the time, we would have done that. But it's
nobody tells you on the things about the wiring. We've never heard anybody tell you the gauge of wire.
You always hear after you put something or do something. That's when somebody says, "Oh, you need to do this way." Like, I wish I'd have known that before.
Chris, our friend Chris, is like, Roy, you're running too small wire. G told you the same thing, too small wire. So
then we're not running too well for that other inverter, and that it would be too small wire. But right now, everything in this closet is fine. Yeah, Ron's probably about 30 minutes out. Well, no, not. He'll be here anytime. He was 60 miles out when he called me this morning.
Depends on the traffic on 10.
So 60 miles out, that'd be less than an hour.
If the traffic, because the construction.
And he's supposed to call when he gets close.
There is still construction on 10 now.
Yeah, I'm hoping this wind really dies down and it kind of warms up a little bit so we can sit outside and hopefully in a clam and have a good old time. I don't have any of the panels up on them. I need to go out and look at that clam too because it went through some pretty good wind yesterday. It's still standing. It looked fine. I just haven't walked all the way around it yet. I had thought about going out there and knocking it down last night, but
was it that bad?
It was pretty bad last night.
Huh.
And this one's being bigger.
Oh yeah.
It's a difference. This clam's not as good as the other one as far as the wind. It's holding up and it's doing great, but with it being bigger, there's more of it to catch the wind.
So, it's a parachute.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen it. Oh, what was that? It was something Victron. Somebody put a video out. It melted down. Quit. Move. And I don't think it was a solar controller. I'm trying to remember what it was. Inverter, maybe? That was a long while ago, though. Yeah, it was a little crazy last night. And it was coming out of the south, so it was hitting us dead on. We were rocking.
Yeah. Is there another storm front coming that way from?
There's supposed to be. There's supposed to be like 4 of them lined up.
Oh, nice.
But a lot of them are shooting more to the northwest of us, but they're heading northeast. but they're really kind of they're just skimming us.
So let's hope my landing at Phoenix ain't a interesting one then. I'm trying to read here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I hear it's a really good inverter. I wish I could hook it up directly like this one, and it had all the bells and whistles this one had. That would be nice. Battleborn dropped them. Wow.
Oh, they didn't want the negativity.
Yep. Brian's pretty good with solar. Really,
Oh, yeah.
really. Yeah. I mean, if there is a problem, it's the equipment with Brian. It's not what Brian did. It's the equipment.
And they don't like it because they'll tell them that.
Yeah. Well, that's how him and Mike fell apart in Meet and Q. They wanted to start installing solar and charging people, but Mike wanted to go with cheaper parts, and Brian said, "No way, we're going with quality parts. My name is on that."
Well, and somebody's life
led-
is in that.
That led to their friendship coming to an end.
Yeah. Not only that, but you're putting something on somebody's rig and they're living in it. Their life is at risk.
You have a great day, the American Wonder.
Bye, JT. Have a great day. Stay warm, dude.
Yeah, we lost a house in 1982 when I was a kid due to electrical. Old farmhouse, burnt to the ground, 2-story. Only thing that was left after it was done was the basement and the chimney in the middle of it that went all the way up two stories. Why the fire department didn't knock that down was beyond me, but eventually it fell on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a new friend that he's endorsing, Ed. I've met Ed. Ed's okay, but he tried to get everybody in trouble here in the summertime for running their generators at night. And there was only about 12 rigs in here, and we was all spaced out where nobody could hear anything. And he was camped way back by the Magic Circle, and he went and complained because people were running their generators at night. And they basically told him, it's over 100 degrees at nighttime. We're not telling anybody not to run any generators at nighttime. Yeah, I forgot his last name.
Yeah.
But he's a really nice guy. I talked to him over at Joni's and that. But yeah, it was kind of funny that he went up complaining about generators in the middle of summer. Yeah, we laugh about that one. But he knows his stuff too. I haven't seen any of his work to really back him, but I have seen Brian's work.
Yeah. Well, Brian is his work is what you call quality.
And with that being said, with what Brian put out there, if those two are teaming up on your solar install, just pay attention that they're not going to use cheap parts like Mike wanted to. That led to the whole falling out between Brian and
Mike.
Yeah, Mike. And then there was other things with the food bank drawing and everything, but it was mainly the solar because Mike wanted to, which is fully understandable. You want to make as much money as possible, but you got to do it with quality. You can't do it with just cheap stuff skimming by. You're putting people's safety on the line then. And I agree with Brian on it. But I wouldn't hesitate to hire Brian. I would not hesitate at all. But that's what I read on Facebook. And of course, if you see it on the internet, it's got to be true. But that was what Brian put in one of the comments that led up to their friend. Because people were asking what happened between the two, and he finally come out and answered it. He said, that's why. I don't believe in using cheap stuff when it comes to solar. And I can't blame him. You know, I got a cheap China solar controller in there that what did we give? $10 for it? $20? $20. It's supposed to be 100 amp.
No
This
way.
thing is this big. That big, that flat.
And if it gets too hot out in the summer, it don't even work at all.
Oh, it gets 107 degrees, it shuts down. But and I only put one panel on it because there ain't no way it's 100 amp. My 100 amp solar controller from EP Ever, this thing it's huge. It's
a monster. Sadly, Ivan, I think a lot of companies are outsourcing their components to overseas. And that's sad.
Mel, he's another one. I'll call him when I got a question, and he don't hesitate. He'll answer my question, and he usually knows.
All right, I'm gonna step down. We've been on an hour.
Yeah, because Ron's gonna be here, so and I'll probably have to go get him, but guide him back here anyway, and get some panels up on the wind. So far is dying down a little bit.
Well, you said something about moving some batteries around too, so.
Yeah, I got time to do that yet. Them batteries are fully charged anyway.
But you guys redo your perimeters. Don't forget.
We can, if I put them in here, we can do the 80%. Ain't gonna bother us. But like I said, all I gotta do is turn a generator on and flip that thing over to 100 amp lithium, and boom, it'll be charged up in minutes, topped off. But everybody have a great day. We're gonna get out of here.
Yep. See everybody tomorrow.
I got a lot of work to do today. So,
He's got a honeydew list now. Honey says, I need this, and it ain't me this time.
It's not a honeydew list now. It's a honey must do. But everybody have a great day, and we shall see you tomorrow. And I'll fill you in on what's going on tomorrow. But we should be back
Later,
up
everybody.
Going for a little bit anyway. All right, folks. We'll talk to you later. See you tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks.
Real bad boy. I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues out in the dirt, down in the dirt. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night, starting to calm down in the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in